Well, I think we really were quite lucky to find Finch. We were looking at lots of different options, happened to stumble across them on social media, and then saw their name, started seeing other houses around the area with their sign up, had an initial conversation with Gabby, which was great. I just got a good vibe for the type of business that Finch was running. Really professional, very sort of process driven, and certainly very honest in their feedback to us, which gave us the encouragement to then have Paul come out and have a look at the house. I liked his honesty. You can certainly tell he's got a lot of experience. Told us what would be a good use of the money that we had versus not a good use of our money, and I think at that point we had enough confidence to go forward with them.
Yeah, I think we left that and went, if we can get Finch, let's go with Finch.
In the first consultation with Paul, I think we were able to sort of continue that relationship through the process, which is great. We had a gut feeling, and that kind of ended up being our experience through the whole process, which was great. We had a very tight time frame to work to because we were expecting a second baby, and so that became a big feature of the experience with Finch, in a good way, because I don't think there's many people who can say that their project was delivered on time and to budget, and ours largely was, because of this impending new arrival.
Tom was driving a lot of that.
Absolutely, yeah, and they knew that that was really important to us, the timing aspect. So that was a really valued part of the relationship, I think, with them. I think another part of the experience which was important to us was that this is our first renovation. We've never done a renovation before. Thought we would start with a small renovation, ended up being a bigger renovation, but that was key because we didn't have too many surprises in the process as well. I think Finch were really good at communicating to us what to expect, when to expect it, and so that was really important for me because I don't like surprises, and we didn't have too many of them that weren't good surprises.
Really positive, like working with all the trades as well. Just very professional, timely, clean, really respectful of, we had children running around and that sort of thing. So yeah, that was really, really positive.
Yeah, we would pop in throughout the renovation completely unannounced, and there would be trades here, and we just found it to be a really consistent brand all the way through, that whether it was a tiler, electrician, a plumber, that they were all really respectful, really worked very hard, did their job really professionally, always communicated with us well. So I think that was really valued by us as well, to have that professionalism, that communication throughout. I think when we first started, we had a pretty clear idea about what we wanted to do with the floor space. But then as it started to develop, we had a few things come in where we thought, that's a good opportunity to do this, or wouldn't it be better if we could do that? And we just had a really good experience through that process in terms of a bit of a partnership with Finch. Okay, this is what you want to do, this is the budget you've got, how can we get there together? I liked the honest feedback from them as well sometimes, where they would say to us, that's not probably a good use of the budget that you've got, it would be better directed this way. So particularly given that was our first renovation, I really thought that was a big part of why we enjoyed working with Finch and have such sort of a positive experience at the end of it.
But naturally, handover was the big highlight, and we were thrilled with the end product. But during the process, I think was shocked or taken away how quickly the demolition guys came in and just turned the place upside down on day one. So really ripped the house apart, and could see straight away the sort of bones of what it was going to be. And then the next probably big highlight or milestone was when the kitchen went in, kitchen and floors. Just really happy with them, as well as the bathrooms. So.
I think in terms of what our favourite part of the renovation is, for me it's our butler's pantry, because it was such a clever design concept to turn what was our old very small kitchen into a butler's pantry, which otherwise would have been quite wasted space. We use that pantry every day, and I think every day we look at each other and we say, thank God we turned this into a butler's pantry. So with 2 young kids, we just use it all the time. There's a door that just closes off all the mess. It's just absolute brilliance. So we do love that. I also love our big open window out into the backyard. we turned that was a bedroom, and it's now become part of our living space, and it just makes me really happy when I look out there and it's bright and there's birds out there or kids out there. So that to me is a really good part of our house. It also wasn't an easy part of the build. We had to really push to get the right size and to get the right quality that we wanted, because we wanted it so big. And so the fact that we had to work a little bit to get it makes it all that more satisfying.
Just was made to feel like a valued customer the whole way through. Right? Like Tom brought us in to take us through the plans. Gabby was there. Lots of time, face-to-face client time, which as you're going through the process makes you really feel valued. So
they did actually spend a lot of time with us, and I didn't really think about it too much at the time, but obviously know how busy now Finch are with how many other projects that they have, and to have all that time with Gabby and Tom talking us through tile selection, kitchen layout, stepping through, measuring, actually standing in the kitchen with us and saying, right, this is how many body widths we have here and there. Reimagining where fridges sit, so I think that was really helpful for us as first time people to a renovation. But then, it did mean that when the project was delivered, we kind of knew exactly what it was going to look like, and then they delivered it back on us. So we've been super happy with it. So it's one thing to be happy on day one, we're still happy nearly a year later. The quality of the finishings is really up there for us. So we tell a lot of people about Finch in terms of we were happy, on time, to budget, respectful process, good communication. We can't really ask for much more from a builder. So we always happily recommend Finch.